All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Okay, got the chat here. I'm gonna go ahead and check everything while I'm right here on my phone. Probably be a little bit of an echo, but oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, here we go. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Go ahead, say something. Then let me check your levels.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Pretty loud. All right, cool. That'll work. Just let me know everything is working. Okay. Let me send out a couple posts just letting everybody know that we live.
Okay.
And matter of fact, I could probably just do a story. There's no rush whatsoever. Just because I haven't let nobody know yet.
Hello?
Yo,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Um, speak up a little bit because if you talk quiet, it's fading in and out. You heard?
Gotcha. Does sound better?
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
do you see that black Ethernet cable?
Let me see.
It should be an Ethernet cable that's already plugged into the router. Are you in the living room?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, plug it into the laptop because it's a little bit of a yamin going on.
Okay, one sec. Okay, fine.
Just trying to get a couple people in here. Couple people. Where is that docket? Oh yeah, there we go. Did you get it? The Ethernet plugged in, man?
I'm trying to get it plugged in now.
You got it. You need me to set it up.
You can set it up real quick. I think I Getting close, but probably moving too slow for you.
It's 21.
Pushing. Yeah, I think it's let me check in. Yep. Okay.
All right, everybody there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I've texted a couple people. Man, you can text your people. Let them know that you're on.
Okay. Let me get the link 1 sec.
Nobody in the chat neither, so that's why I'm okay with delaying the start of the video. Just one viewer, you.
Okay.
Beyond.
Nope, that's not me.
That's not you. You not on the video right now?
Mm-mm.
Oh God! All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
No, give me 1 second.
Look, I'm running the intro. I'll introduce you last. Just be ready when it's time.
Okay.
Running the intro.
This is sports talk and everything in between. Chapter systems are offline. Anonymous. I'm in the mood. We can get it poppin' to be
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk and everything in between. I am your host, T. And my. It's been 3 weeks on the dot. Kinda, a little bit off the dot. We usually record on Wednesdays, but we are here on this Friday evening just because nothing significant happened except for the fact that we back. We back. I cannot wait to give y'all a good show. All right. I got a couple familiar, couple not so familiar faces with me. Your normal cast. Some will be in late, some couldn't make it, but I am T. First and foremost, my right hand man. Right hand man that started it all with me. Started out just me and him. Double M, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What it do, baby?
What it do,
Good
baby?
to meet you.
We back for sure. Also, usually been referred to as a reference or in the chat, but this time actually on the ones and twos. Juice, say what up to the people.
What up?
Yeah, all right. And this trifecta is gonna get your show kicked off today. Joe should be joining us shortly, as well as Gabe. But it's been 3 weeks. Yeah. It's gonna be a time to remember. We in the middle of the season. Not a single episode has been uploaded since we started up this season. It's only been live streams. Whose fault is that? I blame Juice. Juice is supposed to be the engineer.
It's definitely my fault.
But that's okay.
Hey.
I'm sure we should be getting on track sooner or later. Soon as Juice is ready to get on her job. But
The peer pressure.
you know, interestingly enough, as an artist myself, the best the best thing that ever got me motivated to actually write and put out a song is I would promote it without it even being finished. Like my first EP, Anonymous Updates, I posted that it was gonna drop Friday on a Monday. I didn't have a single song. I wrote 4 songs and got it done before that week. So sometimes you just gotta get put on blast, cause now it's on the record. Now we know what was said. We know who you is. We heard it. The fans know it. We all know it. And now you gotta do your job, Juice. You gotta do your job.
I don't got a choice.
I was paying Ivan to engineer the episodes.
Oh, he dropped the name.
Yep, I was paying Ivan. Well, nah, they know Ivan. They know Ivan. I've been shouting out Ivan in Siberia. He was engineering the episodes
And the location.
Yeah. But Siberia is big. Yeah, that's where Ivan was from. Yeah, it was for the low. He did good work. He had a quick turnaround. And
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the money exchange, the currency exchange was great over there. So what's cheap over here? Yeah, he was making a couple dollars off of the show. But
Oh my goodness.
I said,
I
So
know.
we're worldwide then.
You said what?
So we're worldwide then.
Who I have?
Yes, we are.
Well, hold on, because who I have engineered the show has nothing to do with the audience itself, except. But we did have listeners in other countries. We do have listeners in other countries. But you guess what? I got a little secret to let you in on. I ain't uploaded an episode since last year. We just been doing live streams. But when I did upload episodes, we were getting listeners across the country. We had a couple in Canada, a couple in Australia, a couple in the UK. So yeah, as soon as somebody decides to upload the episodes, we can start getting listeners again. But you know, hey man, I ran out of money to pay Ivan. Juice said she would learn. She did learn. And she just won't do it, man. Hey, speak to the people. Hey, it's been a minute. This is not gonna be a regular show. This is gonna be y'all ain't heard from us in a minute, so we gonna catch up. So Juice, you speak to the people. You let them know why there ain't been no episodes.
No excuse. I don't really got no excuse. I just have not sat down at the computer and did it. So that is all my fault. I own that. I should have did it. I should have done it.
That's tough because we have two. We have two.
I don't have no
computers.
excuse.
We have two.
Yeah, but I don't have the flash drive to this one. I don't know where it's at. So I got to get on the big computer.
The what?
The big computer.
You know that you can email the episode. Oh, that's crazy. Juice friend on the podcast. That's crazy.
No, I'm not. You know I got it.
First time on the podcast.
All right. I'm gonna let you have it.
That's crazy.
You got it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You got it.
If for anybody that remember that I used to edit the podcast myself and wondering why I ain't did it, hey, it's not my job. Once I delegated, it's not my job no more. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear, oh my goodness, if Joe was here, wow, you ain't did it. No, I had 2 engineers that were supposed to handle that. Once I done delegated it, that's out of my hands. You know what I'm saying? The episodes live on YouTube forever. So they out. They just not out where they need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we picking up people live streaming. Is that not true?
You said what now?
Are we getting listeners live streaming?
If we share the link, it ain't nobody in here right now. But
Well, I mean, the point of it is, if people knew today that we were going to be on, if they regulars, they'll listen.
well, I hate to inform you, Double M, but the listenership that's the live streamers that come to the live stream, and the listenership that download the podcast, 2 vastly different audiences. One of them,
Well, I get that.
approximately, and I do have proof of this, the audience that downloads the podcast is about 8 times larger than the amount of people that come in and listen. because we had a monthly. Well, we have. I won't say had, but we have a monthly viewership that really was enjoying it back when it was getting uploaded. And the thing that makes me the most sick about it is to be able to upload the podcast on the podcasting platforms. It costs like it's $14 a month, and it ain't been a single episode uploaded this year. It's just money down the drain. But that's neither here nor there. We are 15 minutes into this live stream, and we ain't even touched the sport. I want to get from behind the scenes, and I want to go ahead and get started. So, the first topic I got on hand is one that's very close to home, especially to anybody that would be listening. If anybody does join, we starting up with the topic that actually involves the listeners, the Podcast Fantasy League. I'm gonna give y'all the floor.
Boy.
This week, specifically in the Podcast Fantasy League, is the week that starts rivalry games only. The regular season in fantasy runs from week 1 to week 14, and weeks 9 through 14 is rivalry games only, which is definitely the tiebreaker to get in the playoffs if you do have a tie with somebody else from another division. What is your division record? So the next 6 weeks could possibly be the most important weeks of your fantasy this season in the podcast league. Just to give a quick little overview, me and Double M are in the same division, and we play each other this week. I'm 5-3. He's 3-5. Ooh, you gotta hold a climb out of Double M. Griffey is 4-4. Jade is 6-2. In Juice's division, it's a 3-way tie for first. All 4 for 4. 4-4. And then they have the bottom of the division that's 2-6. I'll just address those because those are the only ones that are on. So I'll start up with Juice. Juice, how do you feel about 1, your fantasy team, 2, your playoff odds, and 3, how you think you'll do going into the playoffs?
Oh, so I started out this year very, very confident. My team was very strong. And then I got hit with a lot of injuries. So I don't really know how I feel. I think I might just barely scrape into the playoffs if I do make it. And I might do okay. I mean, it just depends. I just had a lot of injuries. So I don't, we'll just see. We'll see. Gotcha. Debo really screwed me this season. I try not to hold it against him next year. Don't know if I'll pick him up next year, but we'll see.
Wow. How do you think you stack up against the other the rest of the teams in your division?
See. I think I'll do fine against 2 out of the 3 teams. Gotcha. I think I'll be fine. I don't, not working up a sweat because I'm going against one of them this week. So, and it's looking like I'm a win. Hopefully, if nobody else gets injured. So, I'm not really worried about it.
Gotcha.
Quite confident.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Well, it's a 3-way tie in your division, so keep a close eye on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So, Double M, how about you? How you feel about where you at? What do you think? You think you got a good chance at the playoffs? And how you think you're gonna handle rivalry weeks?
Man, mine is like me. I got a lot of injury. A lot of injury. So, who knows? We'll see. We can get some consistency and, you got a chance.
Heard that. Well,
you got a chance.
Unlike these Debbie Downers, I love the position that I'm in.
Of course you do.
I'm 5-3. Jade has been on a tear. He's only had 2 losses, and he's the only one that's in front of me. But I like where my team is at. I have navigated, I think, fairly well through this season. Made 2 blockbuster trades that's got me where I'm at. No, 3 actually. 3. Man, May, after the game last night, how do you feel about your Deontay Johnson trade with me?
To be honest, I'm not real messed up about Deontay Johnson, to be honest. I'm not messed up about it because I think what we traded for was kind of fair in numbers, so I'm not mad at it,
Who did I
Good
give
for you.
Who did I give you?
Shoot. Christian Kirk and somebody else. I
Oh,
can't
no,
remember.
that was fair. Never mind. I gave you
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jaden Reed, Christian Kirk, and Donald Parham. Oh, you know what? Yeah, nah, that wasn't no. That might be the most fair trade I did all season.
Oh no!
That might be the most fair trade I did all season. That's Joe.
I'm not
Is that Joe I hear?
Yeah.
That is Joe.
Absolutely, bud. Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what dreams is made of. Joe.
I heard an extra voice. I didn't want to mess up what y'all had going on. I just listened for a little bit.
Oh man, Joe, say what up to the people. We not even deep into the show for real.
What's going on? Not the only average Joe, but definitely the one you're used to talking to.
Oh god.
Joe trying to come in with some sauce. It's been 3 weeks for real. If Joe coming out with the sauce, yeah, it's been too long.
Double M.
What's up, man? Hey, Jay.
How you doing, Double M?
Man, I'm
How are
doing.
you doing?
I'm doing. I'm passing down the
That's we
creek.
can ask for.
Y'all sound like 2 old people.
Sometimes
I
it's the
am
best we
low.
can ask for, man.
That's it.
Oh my goodness, that was something to listen to just now. I want y'all, everyone. This is a behind the scenes moment. I want each and every one of y'all to recognize there is a lag when it comes to Discord. So before you just up and talk, give yourself a half second to make sure ain't nobody else talking, because that sounded crazy. It sounded like old senile people go, I'm just trying to be heard, it's all you can do. That was crazy. Y'all is funny.
AJ and I have chemistry. He's my #1 fan. We got this.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yes, sir.
Let me you know what? Let me finish my little joke, because I'm gonna let Joe go too. Joe, pull up fantasy in the podcast league and you'll catch on. So I'm 5-3, like I said. That's better than everybody in Juice's division. Wow, look at me. I like.
I was gonna ask, what are we calling her?
yeah, that's Juice. That's Juice for sure. And I think that I will get into the playoffs comfortably. As far as taking the whole thing, when I look at my roster, I'm like, yeah, I definitely can. But as I watch the weeks go by, it gets a little unsettling at times. So all I can do is really hope for the best. I gotta look and see when the trade deadline is. I feel like there's probably one more move I can make. But if the playoffs started today and I had to go with the roster that I got, I think I'm doing quite all right. Joe, I was just explaining to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you heard, but basically, starting this week, week 9 to week 14 to the end of the regular season in fantasy, it's rivalry weeks. It is only rivalry games. The first 8 weeks you play everybody in the league, and then the last 6 weeks you play your rivals only. And that could be the tiebreaker that gets you into the playoffs or not, depending on what your record is. So I want to ask you, how do you feel about your team going into rivalry week? Do you think that you'll make the playoffs? And anything else that you want to just add to that in regards to your team? What you thinking about?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I can't lie to you, but especially in this league specifically, there's a couple others kind of wicked. Not gonna lie to you, but this this league in particular, like I feel like the hardest thing about it is the record, and right now the record is on my side, and so it's gonna be about winning these different little matchups. I'm tied for the lead in my division, and I think that's only because the person that I'm tied, but like I'm second, and that's because I lost to the division leader last week in my division. So like, I think I'm gonna be okay record wise because my team is solid. My team is relatively solid. It's been pretty much untouched by injuries, and that's just about unheard of right now. And so I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good. Feeling positive. And I think I'll make it to the playoffs pretty comfortably, depending on how me and my division leader duke it out.
Nah, you hadn't played your division leader yet.
My current division leader?
Yeah, nah, you play him this week. Like no rivalry games have been played in this league until this week.
I thought I played him last week though.
You probably played him in I'm looking at your schedule right now. You probably played him in a different league.
Oh, who did I play last week if you're currently looking at it?
You played Mitchie, who is in Juice's.
Oh,
and you definitely helped her out because with that loss, that made them have the same record.
See, I know exactly what league I played him in. No wonder I'm thinking. Yeah,
you talking about where you and me is in the same division. You think about that tough one, that real tough one,
that deep one. Yes,
super deep one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I wish we could talk about that one. But
oh yeah, no. In this league, I'm good. For right now, I'm good. Not concerned about my division.
As far as podcast hosts go, you and Juice are tied for first, but Gabe is actually the one. Nope, he's tied for first as well in his division.
Oh man, couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah.
One more. I could ask for one more thing. I could ask for it to be a 4-way tie, me, you, Gabe, and Juice. That's the only way it can make it better.
You sure you want that?
Man,
you don't ever be winning, except for the other one, the one that we don't even count.
Juice, I want all the smoke, all of it. I can't wait to play you.
The one that we don't, like she said, we don't even really count. That's her worst team. Like if you go look at, and it's not even a bad team, but you look at her team.
I just don't be paying no attention.
You gonna see IR and O everywhere. It is
everywhere.
Wild.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember looking at that team. No pity whatsoever. You get what you get.
Oh, that's tough.
Sounds like a sore loser to me.
We gonna see. First, you gotta play me, man. I mean,
I did, and I won.
Wow.
That name is gonna throw me off the whole show.
I know.
It's been dropped already several times.
I don't call her this other name. It's gonna be weird.
I know.
I know.
Hey, by the way, real quick, I just wanna list. So, some of these people, Juice, I don't know why they're still on your roster because they not coming back. But on the bench, Juice has Debo Samuel, who is out, David Montgomery, who is out, Khalil Herbert on IR, Kendrick Bourne on IR, David A-Chain.
Oh, the one we don't count.
The one we don't count. Yeah, I know it's the one we don't count. But you might want to let them go, big buddy.
Well, I be telling you, I don't be paying attention to that one.
That's just tough right there, man. That's just tough.
But it's the other one I think the other one's more tough than that one. That's the toughest one there. So I can't really pick nobody up in that one.
No, that
RFL.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after Kirk Cousins went down,
It's a wrap.
Matter of fact, hey, shout out to Joe for the trade we just did in the RFL. Hey
Yeah.
man, that trade I felt like was fair and needed. You feel me? Like when I sent it to you, I was kind of shocked you took it. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's just my brother helping him.
There was a minute where I felt the urge to be a really, really shiesty individual for no reason.
Oh
for
no, not
reason.
Big Shiesty.
But yeah, it was a fair trade all around. So I figured, why not?
Yeah. I see you put him immediately in the starting lineup too. Looking at the other running backs on your team, I don't think that's all that bad. Considering you sent me somebody that was also out, he might come back and be trash. He might come back and be alright. But
True.
we got Eddie in the chat said he's on the other end this year. That's why Joe acted like that. Stop helping. Who on the other end? Eddie, who you talking about? We gonna give him time. We gonna have
It depends on the league he talking about, man.
Yeah, cause Eddie is in 3 different leagues that we all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he all of them. Yeah. Man, that's funny.
It's all right. Eddie's struggling in his own right. That's why he's feeling a little bitter right now.
Yeah.
It's all right, Eddie. You can't do nothing about it, Eddie. It's all right, man.
I really don't feel no sympathy for Eddie because in Eddie's league that's his. First and foremost, Eddie, you set up here and you only put 4 playoff spots. That's foul. You foul. You wrong for that. And I'm glad that my team was stacked because Justin Jefferson ended up on R, and you know I sent you a boatload, a King's ransom for him. That joker played 2 weeks and then went out for the rest of the season. I really, really hope, like I'm fighting to make the playoffs because you only got 4 people. You couldn't at least did 5 and gave one person a bye week or something? Like, come on.
Yeah, I want to know why he didn't send me an invite to the league. What he scared of?
They show was shorter people. He got laughing emojis in there. It's not too late to change it. You stop chuckling and fix the playoffs, Eddie. Good God Almighty. 4 playoff spot. I might as well have joined a random league.
How many teams in it?
It's 10 instead of 16, so it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Eddie said scared of who?
Evidently me. He didn't send me no invite to his league.
That's funny.
Action speaks louder than words.
I heard that.
Talk to him. Talk to
him.
He's
There ain't
listening.
Nothing he can say. Nothing.
Matter of fact, we so short-handed. I'm tempted to send Eddie an invite so he can come voice his opinion. We just like Green Bay a couple years ago. We just stitched together our offensive line trying to make something happen.
Green Bay a couple years ago. You mean this year? That's still us.
I was actually thinking about Kansas City in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. It was on a whim. I think that is enough fantasy talk. Let me get into a little bit of NFL news recap, all that good stuff. So, NFL Week 8, right? What am I thinking about? The Raiders. The trade deadline ended. The Raiders just got rid of everybody. They got rid of their offensive coordinator, their GM, their head coach, and they put Jimmy G on the bench.
Oh man.
So I want to get y'all reaction. Real quick. Eddie Knight said you're my number 1 invite Double M next year.
We'll see.
That's funny. That's funny. So, Double M. I'm gonna start with you. I want you to tell me what you think about what the Raiders just did, and then them literally overhauling everybody while still playing John Gruden and Josh McDaniels $80 million this year. They still on
It was they did it 2 weeks too late. Josh McDaniels, he is not. They should have learned when he was in Denver.
Yeah.
He is not a head coach. He's a coordinator.
Yeah, no, he definitely. Yeah, no. I heard some
He is a
about
coordinator.
Josh McDaniels from players that played on that Broncos team while he was there. Like they was cheating. They was basically cheating.
Well, you know, it's certain organizations that when you hire, you have to know who you are and their identity.
Yeah.
And the last time the Raiders had the identity that they had, I think Arshell was the coach.
I don't even know who that is, big dog.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, the Raiders is, you know, you think of some teams and you just know that they tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you look at this, you know they tough. You know the Ravens is tough. You know the Niners are going to be tough.
Yeah.
The Raiders was one of those organizations.
Yeah, for sure.
And they ain't been that way for some years now.
Yeah. They
So
were undisciplined and terrible on defense.
well, they was always undisciplined. They just bullied you.
That's funny.
They used to be the most penalized team in the league for years.
Yeah.
But they played hard, good football. Well, hold on, I take that back. Rich Gannon was the quarterback. I can't remember who the coach was. Dang, they went to the Super Bowl. It slips my mind. But that's the last time they've been relevant. They should have never got rid of Derek Carr.
Yeah, swapping out Derek Carr for Jimmy G sound crazy.
I mean, it's just bonehead. It's just bonehead move. That's what I said. It's just like anytime when Devontae started complaining, they knew it was time to do something. And that joker been in the media for 2 weeks. He done had enough.
My dog, man.
That's a good transition. You mentioned Devontae, and that makes me want to really makes me want to ask. So, Joe, you got Devontae struggling in Las Vegas, Aaron Rodgers with no Achilles, and the Packers gutter trash. What do you think about that whole Las Vegas situation as a Packers fan, even?
As a Packers fan, I all I can do is look at it and shake my head, man. You know, like all I could think about how much easier of a transition it could have been for Jordan Love into a new quarterback spot, having to start with this, even with the injuries that we're having, and you know, his wide receiver 1 and his wide receiver 2 hobbling into the season basically with hamstring injuries that match each other. Like, it would have been nice to have a dependable veteran wide receiver on the roster to help this young quarterback, you know, figure out who he is and help with some of the growing pains. But, you know, I mean, Devontae felt like he had to do his thing, and now Jordan Love is having to learn difficult lessons the hard way. And more than anything, I don't really care about the Raiders, but it kind of sucks that Devontae's in a losing place when he's so great. Like, he should be somewhere that can actually make use of how good of a wide receiver he is.
So definitely
because
Green Bay, right?
I guess you just didn't listen to that first part, huh?
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm playing, bro. I'm playing, bro.
Just gave up. but you know what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Like, I'm not saying he'd go crazy if he was in Green Bay, but you know, he'd be playing the role of helping Jordan Love become who he needs to be, right? Instead of him just struggling on a team for no reason that he ain't got no real allegiance to. That man went to the Raiders because his friend was there, and his friend got shipped out. So like, he's not a Raider for any reason, for real.
Yo,
Like,
you traded my mans, yo. Like, what's
left the Packers because his quarterback wouldn't stay.
Yeah, but
is that Gabe?
$30 million mean something? I'm just saying. He got
What?
$30 million. I'm not really finna feel that sorry for somebody that's cashing $30 million check a
Here
year.
Gabe come in with the money. It's always gonna be the money with Gabe. My
Gabe, this is
You
a
getting
Packers
paid.
fan perspective,
yeah,
Gabe.
bro.
The Packers fan
Let Joe get it
perspective.
off, and then you give your perspective. And I'm glad that you came here, Gabe, because I actually need y'all three to hold it down. I gotta be right back. Go ahead, Joe. Keep going.
okay, but Joe,
Okay.
he's from there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, because I saw a show that he was on. I mean, he's happy and his family, they Raider fans. So, yeah, Derek Carr had a lot to do with it. But, I mean, anytime an athlete can go back home, I think it's just the losing. He ain't, because he getting his numbers. It's just the losing.
I mean, he's certainly not getting his numbers like he used to. I can attest to that personally on a very close up scale, because I'm got him in fantasy. Been watching his numbers whole season. Ain't getting them like he used to. But like, I understand that, you know, that he likes the Raiders at a team perspective. But as far as like, you know, an actual impact and how he looks as a number one wide receiver, like, he's not able to show his talent being on the Raiders, Sherelle.
Yeah, but they got rid of Carr. That was dumb.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel bad for him being where he is in the situation. Like, it's cool that, you know, he like being there, but he don't like losing.
Did you see the press conference?
Yeah, and I saw the little clip that he had too.
Yeah, that's okay. He happy now.
I mean, but what else can you do though?
Yeah, but most times they say, you know, transition, whatever. He was like, yeah, that was, you know, and I'm paraphrasing, pretty much needed. You know, I'm behind this dude 100%. Which tell you he wasn't behind Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
But like I said, he ain't no head coach. That dude is a coordinator. And he need to be with Belichick. He don't need to be with nobody else.
Yeah, I mean,
All
in the long run,
huh?
I was just gonna say, in the long run, it probably won't be terrible. But like right now, especially from a Packers perspective, we could really use him. He really could have used him this year for sure. But and at the same time, it's like this is gonna be kind of a throwaway year for him in his career period. Like, he's not gonna have his numbers. He's still gonna be the talent that everybody knows he is. But these are still kind of the years of his prime. And he's not going to be able to do what he could have done on an actual contender team. And that's where I would have liked to see him. If not a Packer, I want to see him on a contender. You hear me, Double Up?
Yeah, I said, what team? On who?
Oh, what team? I didn't have a specific one in mind. Because, like I said, I'd rather he stayed where he was at. But I don't know.
But if he stayed there, they wouldn't be contending.
Well, that's what if he wasn't there, they wouldn't be contending. No, but he'd be playing a different role of, you know, helping Love come into his own, which he's going to end up doing for this rookie quarterback they starting in Vegas now. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
I don't know. But can you imagine that, Joker, if he was in KC?
Oh, man, I wouldn't. Might have to pick up a second team to be a fan of this season if he went to Kansas City. That'd be really nice to watch.
Man, yeah, because you can't double him because of Kelsey. That that would be something.
Yeah. And then you got all these little other wide receivers that are learning in KC right now. You got Rasheed Rice. You still got Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He just fast. I don't really care for
You
him.
got Kadarius Toney, who is absolutely useless.
Yeah, he's pretty useless.
All of them
Pretty bad.
Oh,
yeah, it would have been cool. It would have been cool to see him go somewhere. Maybe even to the Chargers. He could have been, but that would have been inside the division trade. That probably near impossible.
I wouldn't want to see him.
They wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't want to see him.
Joe, disconnect and reconnect. There's something going on with your mic.
All right.
Appreciate
You ever heard say please, thank you?
I know how he is.
Gabe,
It's all right.
stop playing with me. Like you just got here. Why is you already playing with me?
I've been here. You just didn't know I was here.
I've been here. I just didn't know here.
I've been here since you've been talking about fantasy.
I wasn't gonna say nothing because you said what?
I've been there since you've been talking about fantasy.
So you just been sitting here quiet. You ain't say nothing. You ain't want to say nothing.
I mean,
You didn't hear it?
You should know when your constituents come in.
You didn't hear him join?
No, because
Nope, and you did.
I don't want the audience to hear that stupid noise whenever somebody joined the chat. So I turned it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he been here a minute.
Oh my, what was that noise outside? Oh, that ain't good. So, Gabe, since you late and you was here
Nope,
since the fantasy,
always on time.
you've never been. Gabe, you've been on time 3 times since you started the podcast. Stop playing with me. I'm gonna ignore that comment. Anyway, Gabe, I'm interested to think. I'm interested to know. I mean, my goodness, it's been too long since I podcast. I'm stumbling over my words. What do you think about your position in the podcast league and going into, because you know it's rivalry weeks now. You're only playing your rivals now.
I'm not concerned at all, man. I'm set. And I'm going on a run in RFL. I already won 3 in a row.
We're not talking about the RFL. We only talking about the podcast league because we on the podcast.
I'm sitting podcast too.
Are you sure? You're tied
I'm
for
not
first
scared of
in the
nobody.
division.
I know. I'm not scared of anybody.
You don't think your division is tough, none whatsoever?
Nah, I'm good.
You think you can win a podcast league?
Yes, I do.
We got to get him drug tested, but that's okay. So, heading on to the next topic. I was going. Gabe, did you give your opinion on the Raiders situation?
No, because I wasn't asked.
I wasn't here, Gabriel. So I'm asking you now, Gabe. Oh, he on one today. It's Friday. Yeah, Gabe really trying me today. I see what it is. I'm not gonna give it. I'm not gonna do it today. I'm not doing it with you today.
I know.
Gabe, what do you think about the Raiders situation and firing the main pieces that make up the coaching staff of the football team and the front office? And what do you think about the Raiders? Because that's kind of crazy what just happened.
I think the NFL owners got a whole lot of money to blow.
Yeah.
Got money to blow.
Why he gotta sing every time? He can't just come on here and talk.
Hey,
Just give his
hey,
opinion,
Joe,
bro.
I hit him with 2 songs of the artist he like. I'm on the road, boy.
I'm not trying to promote no music unless it's anonymous T music. So yeah,
How about-
I ain't feeling
Nah,
it.
but
Oh, Gabe.
I'm being honest with you, man. I mean, we got one of us as a head coach, which is nice.
Oh,
So-
here we go.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Now, I want to know if he got enough cachet to get Chandler Jones back on the defensive line. Because if he can go talk some sense to him, bring him back, and make this defense formidable, I think it'll be a nice little squad. I mean, they not. It's not like it's the end of the world over there. I mean, Josh McDaniels is who Josh McDaniel is. At the end of the day, it's point blank. He went what? Because he is the definition of blank privilege.
What?
Broncos.
Yo, he took a 3-week hiatus and this is when he came back. That's so crazy.
He didn't want to be there.
What is he
and then
on?
he comes and get this huge contract and then get fired. So he's still gonna get paid and he's sitting at home. You come and fire me and be like, oh, you fired. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go back to Belichick anyway. I'm gonna sit at home for the season. You still for to pay me the same amount of money, and I ain't gotta do nothing. Definition of them folks' privilege.
No, that ain't bro. That ain't what we doing, bro. Come on, folk. Like, come on, bro. What's the deal? What's wrong with him?
I don't answer to the man. I am the man.
Yo, no, just no.
Oh, classic Gabe.
Oh,
He's back.
So
He's back.
Glad that nobody has the work ethic to actually upload these podcast episodes.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you get on IT.
How you gonna do that?
I ain't gonna tell you can do. You'll block it.
I can't block it, but I do want to know if you just had the ability to put it on IG. Then we've been doing this for about 2 years now. You ain't wanted to promote it not once in the past.
First of all, let's not say I didn't. I've had plenty of conversations about promotion
and
advertising.
And whenever I say, here go. I'm gonna name this episode behind the scenes because it ain't been nothing but behind the scenes conversation the whole time. I'm not what? Who disappeared?
You hit me text message.
What?
Joe, where the text message? I'm on it tonight. We have a show. I'm like, really? Really? How am I supposed to advertise this? You like a pop-up shop, man. I mean, I can see we just had a bunch of folks. Then hey y'all, we doing the show live. Hit the button right now.
Ain't no way.
We ain't at that level yet, bro.
Ain't no way. First and foremost, Wednesday 7:44.
Ain't no way.
Wednesday 7:44. Nah, see, because he playing with me. He playing too much. As a matter of fact, here goes that mute button. Oh no, I've done it. Oh no, oh no, he's mute.
Oh no,
no. Wednesday 7:44 p.m. I'm dealing with this Mustang. No show. I'm sorry, man. Friday today at 3:28 p.m. There should be no issues doing the show tonight to make up for the past few weeks. For once, we actually gonna pick up the rest of the games this week. It's a big show tonight. If you're unavailable, I completely understand. That is in the podcast group chat. I'm unmuting him just to see if he has anything to say. Who just popped up out of nowhere, Gabe?
Ain't no way. Because we are not that same.
All he wanted to do was make pop culture references from the early 2000s. I'm so sick of it, bro. It's 2023. Don't nobody know what you talking about. And you just spewing falsehoods.
Joe know what I'm talking about. Joe,
okay,
you not heard that song?
Joe is not going to do nothing but do a little chuckle and be like, wow,
Joe,
classic
Joe
game.
know what song I'm talking about. That's all that matters. We are not the same.
I'm sick of it. I'm finna just move on to the next topic. The Giants lost and they only had -9 passing yards. What do y'all think about that? I'm sorry. I could not put that on there. What do y'all think about that, bro? 4 quarters of football, they had -9 yards, bro.
They were playing the Giants, right?
The Giants.
The Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a real bad game. Real bad.
It went into overtime.
Tyrod was playing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You got knocked out of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is what happened. They're on their third quarterback early on.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You know why that's extra funny to me, Joe?
Why is that?
Because truth be told, the difference between our first, second, and third quarterback, it's not all that crazy. It's probably gonna be almost the same outcome.
Same person out there.
The only difference is Kenny know how to play the fourth quarter. Them other two don't. Other than that, them first three, identical twins. Triplets, if you will.
I mean, that's no different than the Niners last year in the playoffs. All their QBs got knocked out.
Yeah, but they was.
You do know what's crazy about that though.
It happened.
What's crazy about that though?
It happened.
Tyrod was making that sorry team decent, man.
Man, I feel like Tyrod can have the same shake back that Geno did, except for that doctor punching his lungs. I don't even know if we talking about Justin Herbert right now if Tyrod was able to ball that season, bro.
I'm telling you, Tyrod is he is decent, but man, he has not gotten a chance.
I think that he more decent than Geno. If I'm gonna be real,
I agree. Tyrod is he's a good quarterback.
He is.
Yeah,
he's a good QB. I'm with Joe. He just ain't had the opportunity.
Yeah.
Joe, I just figured out what I was trying to say. Mask off. Mask off. I knew the lyrics. I'm like,
yeah, one more in the tank. He had to let me know.
I didn't even know what I was doing. Like, I know this song.
In the middle of the show. Like, that's crazy. And what they got to do with anything? What they got to do with the Price of Right?
Well, because the Raiders have masks, man. So this is what they did. They took the mask off.
What mask is the Raiders wearing? They got an eye patch. It ain't no mask on the Raiders. What are you talking about right now, bro?
Dude, go look at Raiders game, not fans. They be having masks and skulls on. They had to take the mask off. They get rid of him. They made Josh McDaniel take his Raider mask off.
I almost pulled my whole
I
almost really pulled a hamstring to an ACL, cringing that hard at what you just said. I don't need you to ever. I don't want to hear about this ever again. Not even when she tell you that it's been as friends. You feel me?
Not you getting started too.
I'm sorry. I had to. You gotta fight fire with fire sometimes. But yeah, the Giants real bad. We ain't gotta spend a whole lot of time on that. The Giants is real bad. Joe.
Yeah.
If you don't know, now you know.
I've heard a decent amount from you, and I'm gearing up a topic so I can hear more from Double M. But before we move forward, I really cannot go on without asking you this. Hey, bro, y'all is trash, right? Like it's a wrap for y'all for the time being, right? Y'all suck for real.
We're bad. Right? We're bad. We're not trash. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Dude, y'all trash,
we're definitely bad, but we're not trash.
Hey,
trash is like irredeemable. You throw trash away. This team is not irredeemable.
Real quick. Gabe, Double M on the count of 3. Green Bay is trash. 1, 2, 3. Green Bay is
refuse.
Y'all suck, bro. And you know what's crazy?
Like Green Bay does.
This is what's craziest to me. Joe, last year, you remember last year, right? We had a rookie quarterback. It was like, it was poking fun. We still ended up with a record that was 9-8. But I told you, it was like, yo, next year, that's on you. Do you remember that, Joe? You remember when I told you that?
I do remember that. There was also a lot of other things that hadn't happened yet before.
But hold on. I told you that was gonna happen, and I don't even think I foresaw it being as bad as it is. Y'all are terrible.
We're bad. We're not trash. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, what's the difference between y'all and trash?
I told you, you throw away trash. Trash is irredeemable. We are not irredeemable. We have had some bad circumstances. We've had a bad start because of our injuries, but we're not a trash team, bro. We're not irredeemable.
Oh, Gabe, you know what that is?
When it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. That's what you get, Joe.
Gabe,
you're missing a word in that song.
I know, I can't say it.
It's up and it's stuck. It's up and it's stuck, Gabe. It's up and it's stuck.
That's sad. See, I don't even want to Gabe no more. I was trying to dogpile on Joe by talking to Gabe, but he took a total left when he was supposed to make a right at exit 3. We all the way. We
made a 180. I'm coming back. What's up?
Okay.
I made a 180. I'm headed your way.
Okay, you headed my way. Let me ask you something, Gabe.
I'm on Interstate 40 headed your way.
You know what this is, Gabe?
What?
He don't know what it's like to root for a bad team.
This ain't that. This is not that.
Like Chicago?
Juice.
I do know what it's like. OKC was bad for a minute there. They were real bad for a minute there. I know what it's like to root for a bad team.
Juice just put it in the chat, bro. You're delusional, Joe.
I'm not delusional, man.
Nah, Joe, y'all haven't been bad since pre-Brett Favre.
And he wasn't even. And Joe wasn't even watching football back then. Joe wasn't even watching football when it was Favre, bro.
To what I'm saying, because I'm not saying that we're good. I'm saying that we're bad. I'm saying we're a bad team right now. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm telling you,
I'm just saying that we're not irredeemable.
Y'all need the terrible towels over there because y'all are terrible.
What is the difference between bad and terrible? You people are not listening right now.
One has a towel. Come on,
Joe, if y'all was just bad and not terrible, like y'all got okay, I'll follow your line of reasoning. If you saying y'all are not if you're saying that y'all are not irredeemable, what are the redeemable qualities about your team?
We have a decent quarterback and we have good running back play. Our defense hasn't played that bad this season. All right, I'm done talking. This man, I think you just gonna sit here and disrespect me and laugh in my face. No, I ain't even saying that crazy. I'll lead a chat right now.
No, don't do it.
No. Record, you know.
He over there having an asthma attack, Joe.
Bro.
Yeah, bro, that's all it is.
What is it?
I got my pup. Juice, get my asthma pup. He said they got a decent quarterback.
2-5.
Joe,
I'm laughing at him having an asthma attack, not at your team.
He threw a Hail Mary on 30-20. He threw it in the triple coverage on 30. He want to be Aaron so bad.
It's literally, we're not even halfway through the season and you clowning a young quarterback for making a bad decision. Does that make him so terrible? Or is that just one bad decision?
It ain't just one, no. It's happened more
But Joe,
times.
he's not a rookie. That's the problem.
Yeah, bro, he been around, bro. Hey, yo.
He been
around sitting on the bench. That's all he been doing. He jump in and play one game with an ankle sore, but he ain't been playing for real.
Okay, Joe, I got a serious question, man.
You got yourself a light-skinned Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh my good, that is such a great analogy.
It really isn't. He's only played. This man has barely played double-digit games. That's so crazy.
But Joe, seriously, man. I mean, I know, I believe this is the heart of a fan talking. I don't have nothing against Green Bay. But seriously, man. This year was supposed to make Aaron look bad. And y'all are, the way this team is playing, injuries, bar none, I get it, I understand. Y'all making Aaron look like a good guy. It's almost like the lesser two evils. Y'all should have just dealt with what he was putting up with. Because at least you all was relevant when he was around. And if I mean, I'm just being honest with you, man. 'Cause this is ridiculous.
But hold
Well,
on.
it's not like Aaron just left by himself. He kind of took a lot of veteran receivers with him, and a couple of defensive players left. Like, this is a whole different team. This is a scalped team. This isn't even the same Packers team.
That's
Okay, but
the reason.
Let double M
No.
go. Let double M go because I've been meaning to hear.
Why would y'all think they were gonna be good anyway?
I never thought they was gonna be good. I ain't even think
I
they
didn't
was good
say
before he
that. I didn't
left.
say that. I didn't say
Because,
that.
I mean, they was picked last for the division. Chicago was supposed to be better than them, which, if I'm not mistaken, their record is tied, right? They're 2-5.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, they're tied.
Yeah.
So the chance that they had was that the defense was supposed to be top notch, and it's doing the same thing it did last year. They not coming through.
I'm away
So
from you.
it's not. I didn't think that they would be last. I figured they probably would be third, but it's not. It's not surprising to me.
Me neither.
I don't know. I don't know what we're arguing here. I've told you my team is bad. I don't know what else y'all want from me right now. Like, I really don't understand. You're arguing of the severity of how bad my team is. Can we just leave it at it's bad?
You know what,
It's
Joe?
7 games into the season. Right now we're bad. Okay.
Let me acknowledge it, Joe. Let me acknowledge it because I really wouldn't even be on it like that. But you know I had to endure you last year when I was telling you, hey, Kenny, he got to get ingratiated. You like, I don't know, but y'all look real bad. Nobody cares that we ended the season on a 7-1 win streak. Like, you really gave me a lot of flack. You gave me flack, Joe.
I was not giving you flack. I was giving you flack
You
over Mr.
laughed at
Trubisky.
me. You laughed
I was giving
at
you
me.
flack over Mr. Trubisky because I know him. I know what he do. I was not giving you flack over Kenny for sure. I don't even know Kenny.
Regardless, that ain't even the same Mitchell Trubisky. That ain't even the same one. He did a stint with a winning team. He came over here. He with Mike Tomlin. That's a different Mitchell Trubisky. You ain't have to do all that. So now, and it ain't even, and that's only half of it. The other half of it is, Joe, I don't think you understand the confidence, the smog, the Aaron Rodgers-ness that you came at me in private conversations when you was telling me that y'all was finna be all right. I ain't like that, Joe. I ain't like that.
I'm sorry, I just shouldn't have got rid of Aaron Rodgers. This is the whole situation.
You said what?
They shouldn't have got rid of Aaron Rodgers. That's what it comes down to.
Well, it ain't just them getting rid of Aaron Rodgers. He didn't want to be there. Like that's like that.
But that was because they want to take his what's the word, divaness? Did everybody say? Man, you could have bit the bullet with that. For a quarterback like him, you deal with the divaness and keep on track.
Let me take it a step further, Gabe. If Aaron Rodgers was still there, I don't think it would be any different. I'm just keeping it a bean. The team been falling apart. You can see it, bro. You can see it. They would feast on bad teams. They make the playoffs. The division was trash. I would have loved to see Aaron Rodgers there while the Lions is doing what they was doing. But they get to they get to the division. They get to the divisional, maybe the conference championship at best, and they fold.
I don't care about that.
Okay, that's
I
cool.
care about the bottom line. Y'all know right now. I care about the bottom line. The bottom line is it's 32 teams. Only one team gonna be successful every single year.
Mm-hmm.
Chances are it ain't gonna be your team. But guess what? You can put a good product on there and get a whole bunch of money for them, while all these fans keep hoping and wishing that they gonna win the Super Bowl. Aaron get his MVP, pull the team in, y'all get a playoff game at home, y'all make a couple money, you gone by your business. And you let Aaron retire as a Green Bay Packer. And keep it trucking.
That's an interesting concept because we got a Green Bay fan on. Joe, were y'all or were y'all not? And I know you're one person I'm asking to represent a whole fan base. Were y'all or were y'all not getting sick of Aaron Rodgers and his antics?
No, I wasn't sick of it. I was getting sick of how the organization was dealing with his antics.
Thank you. You see what I'm saying? Joe, thank you for saying that.
Man, Joe
They weren't handling the situation right
Joe
now.
can't represent
Aaron,
the whole fan base. He can't represent the whole fan base. Some people's getting sick of that.
this man just asked me to represent the whole fan base, and then told me I can't represent the whole fan base.
Yeah, bro, because it wasn't helping my argument, so I had to switch it up, bro.
At least we got it on record that he tweaks situations for his own personal benefit. But Joe, if you don't mind, please continue what you were saying.
Man, that's all there really is to it. Like they handled the Aaron situation terribly because they started it first and foremost. Like they didn't have to take Jordan Love when they did, and instead of making amends for it, they sat there and kept antagonizing him and making it seem like he was just under the most pressure because they had his replacement lined up, but there was no reason to pick up his replacement because he went on to have 2 more MVP seasons. And of course, they couldn't have known that with hindsight being 2020 and all, but like they also gave up on him. And so
okay. Can I say this, Joe?
What?
The best wisdom, the best learned wisdom is looking at somebody else's mistake and not making the same mistake. And you know what team did that? The Patriots. And look where they at right now. So I'm sorry, if a quarterback who is a generational talent, who is a first ballot Hall of Famer is on my team, and I just saw a team get rid of a generational Hall of Famer quarterback, and he went to win the Super Bowl at his previous team, I'm going to go, you know what? Take this dude attitude. Hey, we started, but guess what? I'm finna suck my pride up for the next 2-3 years and let him do whatever the heck he got to do and get him what he got to get. Because guess what? After him, we ain't finna get what we got. We finna be in purgatory, just like the New England Patriots are. And that's what Green Bay is headed to.
And that's the thing too, though, because it was like either way they were gonna be stuck with Jordan Love anyway. They could have just stuck it out and, like you say, let him retire as a Packer. But like the way they handled it was just terrible.
Man, Gabe, I understand the concept what you're saying, Gabe, but like comparing the Patriots to the Packers, one of them is an actual successful franchise. Them is not one-to-one.
No, my boss man.
All right, there's a lot of bias coming through right now. I'm here to Steeler.
Man, bro, it ain't even the bias, bro. It's 1-to-1, literally, bro.
It's not how you handle a quarterback. That is a Hall of Famer. I'm paying, man. Look, this is the NFL. You paying this dude millions of dollars to play a sport that little kids play on Saturday, and hoping that they can get to that level. So let's be real. You ain't playing right. It ain't rocket science. You ain't doing no surgery, nothing like that. You playing a sport for entertainment purposes. Who cares if this dude is getting on your nerve? You getting paid $10-15 million to babysit some dude to go out there and play a sport.
It's deeper than that, though. Man, Gabe, you tripping. Nah, I'm not finna let you do that, Gabe. You tripping because, first and foremost, let's forget about the divinism. What has he produced? He ain't been to the Super Bowl since 2010. What did he do? 10 years. What did he do?
He won some MVPs.
Okay, what do MVPs got to do with the success of the franchise? If you sit up and talking about bottom line and actually making money, then you know
a lot of fans in the stadium, which means they sold a lot of products.
They in Wisconsin. It's a small market anyway.
The NFL is a business. Who cares if you win the Super Bowl? You trying to make money.
The best thing that they could have done was got rid of him way before all of this. They could have got rid of him, and they could have been the draft. They could have drafted. Man, nah, you tweaking. You say you could. You're saying that they could have learned from the Patriots, but in the same vein, they could have learned from the 49ers and actually got somebody that can implement a system that you could stick almost anybody into. Because at the same time, you could have drafted how many quarterbacks have come and gone in Aaron Rodgers' tenure after he showed that they haven't produced nothing.
Joe,
they could have got a Justin Fields. They could have got a Kenny Pickett. They could have got
sitting up here trying to tweak this to his viewpoint.
It ain't even tweaking it
He
to
really
my
doing
viewpoint.
that.
It's just
We-
like
we
you.
done went to
No,
the
you
fourth
present an
time.
argument like that's the only way that
We
you
done
can look
went
at
to the
something,
fourth
and that's just not
time.
true, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
We talking about a coach now. I'm pretty sure we talking about how to treat a quarterback. Now
I'm talking about how to run a franchise. You talk about how to run a franchise too, because you talk about the way they dealt with him. They ran the franchise wrong. That's what I'm saying. Don't say that I'm tweaking it to my benefit. I
So
know.
then you saying it's not Aaron Rodgers' fault then? You saying it's the franchise fault?
Yes, that's what you saying too.
But you just got on Joe when he said that.
No, I didn't.
Joe, did he not just get on you for saying that?
But that's not why I got on Joe. I got on Joe because Joe sat up here and said that something was finna happen and it didn't happen. That's the only reason I got on Joe. And I hate Green Bay. But Double M been trying to talk for the past 15 minutes. Double M, what was you trying to say?
Yeah, first of all, if you running your business successfully, you need to be planning for the future. So I don't fault them for drafting Jordan Love. I do fault them. I'm with Joe, the way they dealt with it. So if you don't blindside your franchise quarterback, and that's the same mistake that the Patriots did. You don't blindside your franchise quarterback and say, "Hey, all of a sudden we done drafted your replacement." Not without talking to the dude.
Dang, I feel silly now. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, that's bad business on both ends.
Dang.
Then they compounding it worse because I'm sorry, when he just started his antics like that, nah, you can't work for me either. So that's, I mean, I'm just not with that players running. That ain't, I just would never get behind that. But I do think that they did that wrong. I'm with you, Gabe. They should have learned from the Patriots because that's the exact same thing they did when they drafted Garoppolo and all these others. They didn't tell Tom Brady. Tom Brady ran him out of town because he was winning. Now the Patriots ain't got nothing.
Yep.
So yeah, in that respect, Green Bay should have learned from that and say, "Hey, Aaron, come here. Here's what we're planning to do. This guy gonna sit behind you for 5 years, and you come over." I mean, because Aaron sat behind Brett Favre.
Yeah, for 2 years.
Steve Young sat behind Joe Montana.
That was my.
You know that transition. That transition is gonna happen. That's Aaron Rodgers know that. But don't just heck, Pittsburgh made the same mistake.
No, we didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they did.
They ain't had nobody to replace Ben. They should have had Ben's replacement.
Kenny Pickett is doing just fine. 7
No, he's
fourth quarter
No, he's
comebacks,
not.
more than anybody
not.
else.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
way
goodness.
more than Kirk Cousins. I'm not trying to hear it.
Guess
We
what?
had a-
He
ain't lo-
read the prompt on the screen.
Let me
at
tell
the
you
end of the
something.
game last night.
Man, let me tell y'all something. We ain't had a losing season since I was in first grade. I ain't trying to hear none of that. None of that.
That's because of Mike Tomlin, not because of our quarterback.
I don't care what it's from. I don't care. I really don't.
But
Long as my team don't look like Green Bay, as long as my team don't look like Green Bay right now, 2-5, nasty,
And the team
trash,
offers
losing teams they shouldn't
continues.
have, losing to the Broncos. Like, yeah, nah, we ain't doing none of that. We
I mean,
5-3. We
Pittsburgh
good
Broncos
over
beat
here.
the Chiefs.
Pittsburgh don't look like Green Bay because Pittsburgh can play defense. The rest of the team keep them hanging around. Now, I'm not taking away from what Kenny Pickett does in the fourth quarter. That's great.
And on top
Some
of
people
that,
some people play in big moments, and that might just be him.
now there ain't no might about it. That's really him. He's always gonna be him. I'm not worried about him. On top of that,
You can't miss.
we not finna act like it's not Matt Canada. That offense is terrible. I'm
Well,
sick of
he goes to
talking
double
about
M.
it.
You can't miss.
Kenny
wide
probably got.
open.
Let's go back to last year.
Yes,
Kenny had like
Canada.
9 interceptions, and all of them hit Deontay Johnson's hands. I don't want to hear about it. It's not Kenny.
That's not.
I be watching
That
them
is
games
not-
real close, Double M. I know you do too, so I don't know why you fronting. Like Matt Canada offense is playing Madden on rookie mode. It's trash. Get him out of here. Fire him.
I'm watching the game last night, and he's overthrowing people. In
He's
the first
hurt.
half. That's not bad. That's Kenny Pickett.
How many times have you seen him
He was
overthrowing
overthrowing
people
now.
this year? Man, you know that dude was hurt. Stop playing, bro. You know he was hurt. He got knocked out Sunday and they played on Thursday.
I'm sorry.
Then you shouldn't have played.
You didn't play.
Or he could have played because he still got the dub.
Bruh, you can't not use the excuse that you injured and you on the field. You just can't.
He's missing wide open people.
Yep.
Let me
Like
tell
I
you.
said,
Hold on. Let me address Gabe. Let me address Gabe because he out here saying foolishness. Yes, I can use the excuse that he got an injury because an injured Kenny Pickett is better than Mitchell Trubisky on every day of the week. So stop playing with me. I'd rather him overthrow people than throw it directly to the defense. He be throwing dots to the ops. I'm not trying to have Mitchell Trubisky on the field ever. I don't care. So no, we not finna do that.
Are you okay?
Did you just say that all three of your quarterbacks were pretty much the same, that there was no dropout?
What I said, Joe.
he did
What I
say
said, Joe, except in the fourth quarter. Quote me right. Except in the fourth quarter. Because we was down and he came back and won again. Because that's what Kenny do. We not finna sit here and dogpile on Kenny like Matt Canada ain't been calling halfback dives on 3rd and 15 all season. Get him out of here.
Kenny is decent, man. Kenny is decent, but that defense closed the games for y'all, man. That's where the clutch factor is. That defense.
That's why they're winning.
Bro,
If you keep them,
you can't come back unless you're able to score. And he got more fourth quarter comebacks than any other quarterback in his class. Stop playing with me.
Double M, I got a question about the game last night. All right, you saw the last play, right?
Oh my God, here go Gabe with this. He called me at 10 o'clock last night talking about this foolishness.
Double M.
yeah.
Let's talk about it. Give him the full scenario, Gabe.
Double M, you saw the last play, right?
Yes.
Okay. Two options that I was looking at during that play, which, for whatever reason, Will Levis had the bright idea to try to shotgun a throw in between 3 or 4 black jerseys on one okay player. My thought process was he had one or two things.
Oh, he got me fuming.
If he was going to throw that play, it should have been a lob over the defense to where it would have to have been a toe tap touchdown to where only his receiver can catch it. Or he could catch D-Hop on the left side on a back shoulder fade. He might not end up in the end zone, but he would have had enough time to at least get one more play in and still be within the 10-15 yard line. Now, there is a constituent who will remain nameless at this time
It's me.
who says that would not have happened. I'm curious about your perspective on that last play. And the reason why I'm asking that because Joe brought up it's the defense. And I think it's a defense also.
If y'all want context, I want you to refer to the screenshots that I just sent to the podcast group chat. Now, keep in mind, he said throw a back shoulder fade to D-Hop on the left side. I want you to look at where they was at, the time that was left on the clock when he snapped the ball, and where his positioning was, where D-Hop was, and where Will Levis was, with the pocket collapsing in on him. I want y'all to look at them 2 screenshots I just sent you and tell me if a back shoulder fade would have worked to D-Hop when he is not a fast receiver. He's never been a fast receiver.
If you let me answer the question, I would have just said that.
I'm just laying it out for the people at home because they don't have context.
You don't have to I watched it.
I'm talking about the people at home because they don't have context. We still doing a
People
show.
at home can't look at the group chat, man. You laying it out for us.
No, I said look at the group chat and then I described what was in the group chat to the audience. Come on, bro. I do this. I'm a producer. Come on now. Let me work.
Oh my goodness.
To answer your question, Gabe, there wouldn't, with the amount of time that was left, because it was anywhere from 9 to 14 seconds. He wouldn't have had time to throw underneath, because a sack would have ended the game, which they got pretty close. Plus, the dude has a big arm, and he hit several passes on the drive in between defenders. So he had a confidence about him that he could get that ball in there. I think personally, if he'd have got it over Alexander, I think the two safeties was going to punish him anyway. And he wasn't even held on. But I think that's why he threw it. He just figured he could. And then it was fourth down, wasn't it?
Yes. No, it was 35.
So you had to take
it was 35.
35. But with the amount of time left, you had to take that shot to the end zone. Because if they'd have tackled, which they would have, tackled D-Hop inbounds, they wouldn't have got another playoff.
Now, Gabe, why would you ask my pops thinking he would say something different?
Because your pops got common sense.
You think I don't?
Not mine.
You the one that ain't got no common sense.
I really don't. I
You know what, Gabe? Gabe, he was the door open. He just threw it.
It was too many defenders in that area. Double down. I mean, you go back and look at the play. That's the line who intercepted literally was sitting there free. It was almost like he was spying the whole time. And my thing is, I get what you're saying from.
But Gabe, he did.
But he should have lobbed that over. If you let's go with your premise. He didn't have the time. Okay, fine. You don't have the time, but you need to make it to where you know what. I need to lob this to where only my receiver can catch this ball. This is the last throw we got, and he didn't give the receiver opportunity on that.
If you throwing it to the back of the end zone with them two safeties back there, you running the possibility of one of them picking.
Which is what they did anyway.
Last night, man.
So, I mean...
Let's ask everybody. Ask Joe, Gabe. Go ahead, ask Joe.
Did Joe watch the game?
Joe,
Yeah,
look at them screenshots. And he ain't gotta
wait. T, just wait. Just
man,
wait
bro,
a minute.
he got me heated, bro. Yo, because we talked about this till 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. He was on my phone for 2 hours trying to tell me, nah, man, what you had to do, you had to throw the black shoulder fade. Like TJ Watt wasn't in his face and didn't have on the ground all night.
Look, man, I'm a cornerback. So
yeah, you a cornerback, not a quarterback.
I'm a cornerback.
You're not no quarterback. You ain't never felt that pressure, bro. You ain't never. They be knock you upside your head all night. You ain't no.
Why can't Joe talk? You just asked me to talk.
He can't talk because you talking.
You still talking.
You still talking. We both talking. Okay, then be quiet. Do I need the mute button or not?
All right, mute it. Mute yourself.
Go ahead, Joe.
Double M, did you finish your point, man?
Man. I'm through.
It's the greatest show on earth.
Go on, Joe.
I had a couple issues with that play. First and foremost, because leading up to that drive, by my eyes, if I remember correctly, he threw the same pass 3 times in a row. Like he threw it straight down the middle of the field. Yep. There was 2 defenders in the area. Every single time he just got away with it the first 2 times. It was real close. It was real. He threw the same pass. That was one of my issues with that play. The other issue was that, you know, not unlike Gabe, he could have thrown that pass to where, you know, it was third and 5. I know that that's a difficult pass, and I know what was at stake and what down it was and everything, but that pass should have been high. It should have been high so that either your receiver can go up and get it, or you're throwing that out the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete because you have one more chance. You still have a little bit of time left to get off another pass if everything's covered. And that's a decision that should have been made quickly because once again there was 3 defenders in the area. It wasn't an ideal situation at all. So that's how I felt about it. It should have been incomplete, or it shouldn't have been thrown at all. You know, it should have been thrown away or incomplete.
Think about this too, Gabe. You and Joe. He's a rookie. That's his second game.
I'm gonna be honest, Double A. If it was Trey Lance, I give him that pass. We talking about Will Levis. He played 2-3 years in the SEC against University of Georgia, Florida, Vanderbilt, Alabama a couple times. I'm sorry, he's played top tier talent.
He's played top tier,
and that still ain't NFL talent.
That's not NFL.
It ain't a single team in the SEC that's 5 that Steelers defense. We talking about the Steelers, dog. Put some respect on the name, bro. You know what it is. TJ Watt is in his face all night.
NFL talent.
Oh, man.
It ain't no TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. I know that. It ain't a single 2 of them in the SEC. Stop playing.
Jalen Carter.
Ooh, Jalen Carter. Man, what he done did in the NFL, bro? He done broke a single season sack record. I think not.
TJ Watt did that his first year? No, he didn't. Okay, next subject.
And he won't do it no year. I know that much.
Okay.
I got the Eagles defense in fantasy. Them jokers ain't really doing all that much. Stop playing with me.
There you go. Now fantasy equates to real life now. You topsy-turvy tonight.
It is when we talking about sacks, and I know I put a +2 on sacks. I know that much.
Hold on. Gabe.
It's the greatest show on earth.
What was the question you said about sacks?
What sack?
What'd you say about TJ? When T said
did he do it in his rookie year?
Did TJ?
Yeah,
he has more sacks than anybody since he came in the league.
No. He said, did he break the single
Carter? Yeah, did he break his rookie
Oh, Jalen Carter, no.
Yeah, this is Jalen Carter's first season. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you was saying asked did TJ do. No one has more sacks than him since he came in the league.
Let me ask him this. So are you saying that Jalen Carter is gonna have a comparable career to TJ Watt? Because I got some news for you, bud.
Yes, he will.
It ain't that.
I think he's gonna have a better one.
You only get a player like this.
Oh, now
he talking.
He gonna be better than him.
See, Gabe is so infatuated with Alabama because they got more money to pay more players to come over there that he actually thinks that Alabama is good because of the coaching or because of the scheming or something like that. When in actuality, in college, all you got to do is pay people to come there, and all of a sudden that makes you a good team, which really kind of makes me think, is college really valid? Because we get a whole lot of players that's like, oh yeah, they gonna be this, they gonna be that, and then they get to the NFL and they be trash, they be bust, and
but he's not trash.
I'm not saying
Jalen Carter is not trash.
I'm not talking about Jalen Carter. I'm talking about college as a whole, because Gabe like to put a whole lot of emphasis on what somebody did in college whenever we talking about whatever's going on in NFL.
But that matters.
The men's league.
Do not discuss what
hey, you can say that matters, but when we start talking about like evaluating players individually, specifically in fantasy, you ain't really got the best record when it comes to picking people and knowing what they're gonna do. No, you don't. You got two. You got two.
Go with Jay
you have two. You have two under
Williams.
your belt. You have two players under your belt, bro. You got two under your belt out of how many people, bro? Like it ain't. You ain't the best evaluator of talent, bro.
No,
you not, bro. It is what it is. Hey, look, everybody got their weaknesses. That's just yours, and it's okay. But I'm just saying, when it comes to these matters, we not really looking for your commentary. You know what I'm saying?
You're making a statement, so you need to back this statement up. You're saying that I've called college players and they didn't turn out, and the only two I called were who? A-Chain and Bijan Robinson?
A-Chain and Bijan Robinson, because Brian Robinson is a middle of the pack fantasy running back.
He's doing exactly what I told you he was going to do.
He's
gonna put up 10 plus
he's
8
a
games.
middle of the
Told
pack.
you he was gonna put up 10
No, bro.
games.
He's a
And he
middle
put
of
up
the
10
pack
points.
running back, bro. He ain't
Okay.
all that, Gabe. Stop it, bro.
If you say so.
Stop it. Get
Why
some
you
help.
trying to trade? Why you trying to trade for him? You trying to trade for him?
Cause I like taking people the way that people like. Just ask Joe. I didn't want Devontae Adams, but I just wanted him because Joe wanted him. That's all I wanted. I'll lose that trade. Just it's psychological with me, bro. It ain't even about all that, bro. Come on, you know how I give it up. I don't want Brian Robinson. I just want him because you say you want him. Like that's what it is. I like to break people down on the psychological level. It's deeper than rap. You feel me? Like don't do that because you know what my record is. You know how I give it up. You know I'm him. You learn this fantasy stuff from me, bro. Don't do that. I hate when people get a little success under their belt and they act like they don't know where they from. You know I'm the one that put you on, so don't do that.
What was the other time we talking about, Joe?
You asking Joe like he the one running the show? That's me, big dog. That's me that got the docket. Go ahead and check the group chat because I sent it in the group chat. The whole docket.
I'm confused, Joe.
We've been talking about a lot of stuff, Gabe, and
Okay.
none of them is what we're talking about right now.
Okay. Fair enough. Thanks for letting me know.
Thank you, Joe, for letting me know. Oh, he make me sick, bro. Oh, I can't stand Gabe sometimes. Oh, he know how to get under my skin, bro. My goodness, Gabe, why you do that?
But let me ask you, is that his fault or yours?
That's his fault.
It's
Because he do
definitely
it on
his
purpose.
fault. It's
No.
his fault.
It's Gabe's fault because he do it on purpose. He let me know he do it on purpose because he.
But is that?
He think it's funny. He think it's
Yeah,
funny.
but
If
the
you know
axiom
it's
is
coming,
you control what you do. Nobody else can.
For sure. So you want me to be even keeled and produce a boring show? I'll never do that. I want as many.
No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be even keeled and produce a boring show. But you don't have to tangent either.
Not a tangent. That's the clips. I'm finna start.
I like that word. That's a wonderful word.
I'm gonna start coming up with clips, and the tangents is gonna be the clips. That's how we really gonna get paid. I'm trying to get us paid. Feel me, Double M. It's a smoking.
my
beer.
Well, I understand.
It's a smoking
I understand,
beer.
but when you go into that tangent, Joe and I are obsolete
No, y'all not. Nah.
Yes, they are.
because we
No,
can't
they
get
not.
nothing in.
No, that's not true. That's
That's
not
very
true.
true.
Y'all gonna make me give them the formula.
You better go on another tangent.
Y'all is finna make me give them the formula. I need you and Joe to be even killed. That does not make y'all obsolete.
Joe,
Absolute. Absolute.
Look, bro. Stop
my
playing.
goodness.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me right now. I know what
AJ and I are absolutely not obsolete. That's what you were trying to say.
I know that. What I'm saying is
Do you?
there has to be a balance. Otherwise, it's gonna look like First Take with Richard Sherman.
Joe, you see it's still going, right? It took me to see it already.
All right, y'all. Closing statements.
I'm supposed to be doing a prediction.
Nah, cause y'all really
And the NBA.
y'all playing with me. Y'all playing
We
with me.
have the NBA, man. We ain't
Man,
talking
brother,
about
y'all
James
got
Harden.
closing statements. Double M, you got anything you want to say to the people?
Well, I wanted to comment on my Spurs, but you done skipped right over them.
I'm saying
I'm glad you put it
doing
in.
pretty good.
No, because I'm doing too much. So I'm gonna be even killed. I'm gonna make sure that we get a solid.
What I thought he won.
Which one do y'all want, bro? Y'all want me to be reasonable, not do
Oh,
no
Lord.
tangents, not get no clippable.
I made it at the end.
Not get no clippable
I want
stuff.
you-
What is Juice doing here? Juice, get off the mic. We close.
I want you to.
I want to talk about
I
the
want you
NBA.
to.
It's Friday night. We got nothing to do.
I want you to go on the format that you sent us.
Thank you. Be a
Well-
man of your word.
Well, nowhere in the format that I sent you required you to ask me what I got going on. You feel me?
Who asked you that?
You did.
No, I didn't.
You asked Joe. You asked
No, I
somebody.
did not.
Well, you ain't got to. No, you made a suggestion. You ain't got to do all that. I'm gonna do all that because that's what I need to do. If you trust the process, like Philadelphia.
I don't know what you heard, but I didn't say that.
Oh my god.
Now they trying to call me crazy. That's crazy. That's wild.
I did not say that.
Oh, man.
Joe got the high.
Oh, he didn't say that, T. He didn't say that, man.
You see the
I did not say that.
That's crazy. See, y'all gonna
He really did.
Y'all gonna provoke
He
me
really
and then pick it apart like, oh,
No.
like y'all didn't just provoke me. Okay, all right.
The only reason why I interjected at all was so we could move to the next topic because you went back to fantasy, and
Yep,
we was
you
through
did.
with fantasy.
But I didn't go back to fantasy. I was just making a point in regards to the topic that we was talking about.
No, you went back to fantasy.
Which was fantasy.
No, I didn't go back to fantasy. I was using fantasy to make my point about what we was currently talking about. Don't do that. You're not gonna gaslight me, bro. I know what I was doing.
Wasn't that fantasy?
That was fantasy.
But that don't mean the topic of conversation was fantasy. It was a point being used
understand.
to make my
I get-
point, to enhance my point. That don't mean the whole topic went to fantasy. Stop playing with me.
I get that.
Okay, if you get that, then don't say I take
But
it
you
back to
can't-
fantasy. Like
but you
all we talking
can't.
about is fantasy. Plus, on top of that, ain't nobody listening right now. Ain't nobody watching. It's us. And unless Juice edit the episode, we not gonna put this out. So, what's up? It's the greatest show on earth. If y'all just let me do what I do, it's the greatest show on earth, I promise. Everybody role is perfect. Joe and Double M being the reasonable ones, that is how we get from point A to point B. Otherwise, it's gonna look like what Undisputed look like now. Undisputed is garbage right now. With Richard Sherman and Michael Irvin and Keyshawn. Yeah, it's terrible. I can't even watch it.
So,
That's all
you see how long
it
he
is.
been on this tangent? Joe?
Gabe don't do. He talking about. You see how long he been on the test? He over there giggling like a schoolgirl about what's going on when he ain't the one that caused it. Gabe know how to push my buttons because we talk almost every day. I don't care. I'm giving the people what they want. Everybody that messaged me personally, see now y'all really didn't set me up because the people that messaged me personally on my cell phone that watched the show, oh man, I love when you and Gabe go at it. I know what Gabe doing. It's like a pick and roll. We do this. This is the best part.
But I have one question.
Absolutely.
You said Joe and I roll is to what?
He don't know.
It's multifaceted, but you're
okay. But what did you just say?
There has to be balance. Y'all are even keeled,
so we can move on to what?
Next subject.
The next subject.
Double M. You talked about a tangent. He still.
It ain't even a tangent at this point. I'm just talking to y'all. If it was a tangent, it would be. It would just be a singular thing. Gabe is still trying to push my butt. All right, y'all. You know what? What y'all got for the people? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and close. I'm gonna go ahead and close. Matter of fact, we've been live for like $1:45. That's all right. We can go ahead and close it.
We can't talk about the.
I haven't watched a single second of NBA basketball. It's all good.
What's your problem?
I want to talk about Victor because Joe bashed my Spurs last year.
I did.
You did.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm claiming it. I did.
And now look at what they doing. Knocked the Suns off twice.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very early in the season. We will be back next Wednesday at 8 p.m. to let the people know.
I have to say this.
Gabe, do you have anything for the people?
Yes,
you don't got nothing for Double M. You got anything for the people?
Double M. This the people in Double M.
Where
Double
is
M
that mute button?
Double M. So here's the thing.
The mute button. Where is it at? Oh, I hear it is. Gabe,
you better
have something for the people. You better have something for the people,
Double
Gabe.
M. Like I was saying, when you
boom, and just like that, he's gone. That's tough. That's so tough. It's crazy having the power to do that. Like that's so crazy. I'm gonna unmute him.
You can still hear Gabe. I can still hear him.
At the end of the day.
I just unmuted
So,
him.
no, you did.
I can't hear your question, Gabe.
All right, so here's my question, man. I'm seriously looking at all the free agency people that's coming out next year. As an agent, how do you not convince your top tier player not to go down to San Antonio and play? Because Victor Wembanyama has literally proven you're not going to be able to stop him. Barring injury, this dude is. I thought it was a joke.
So it's server mute that stops him, where can't nobody hear him. I'm okay. I got that. That's good to know.
Why couldn't this closing statements be about the Spurs?
You right. I'm gonna unmute him.
Dang.
So if I'm a free agent and I'm a representative free agent, there's
You
no way
like
you
closing.
cannot tell them to go down to San Antonio and play.
Oh no, Joe.
Paul George, Zach LaVine, Kawhi Leonard. Now maybe not Kawhi.
Boom. And just like that, it's over again. That's crazy.
Oh man.
And he's back.
Like I was saying, he on his tangent.
It sounds like you on a tangent, Gabe.
I'm talking to Double M. We in the podcast.
It
You
ain't-
just messing up the whole flow of it.
No. This is I'm gonna tell you what I just did. I just created a great clip that would on Instagram do crazy numbers. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you after the show, cause you know that I know what I'm doing. You just do this for the camera, but you know what I got going on.
Well, there's a great chance that you are going to end up with some serious free agents next year because of this dude. And he might very well get the championship in the next 2 years. Because I would have probably said that he wasn't that the Spurs weren't going to make it to the playoffs. Man, I'd be scared to play the Spurs in the playoffs now.
Oh yeah, if he stay healthy.
That was legit, man. Oh my goodness, he legit.
Wow.
All I say is just watch the Spurs. Watch the Spurs.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I need y'all to mess up so y'all did like y'all did Kawhi Leonard so the Lakers can get him.
No, man.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to go to LA.
Oh, we need him in LA, buddy. We need
But
him
James
in LA.
Harden?
Oh, yeah. That fool.
James Harden.
Closing
So
statements.
are you
Gabe.
not doing predictions, or are you?
No, we doing predictions. I just need you to send them in the chat.
Okay.
If we did
he
predictions,
And what
Yeah.
games are we doing?
literally, if we did predictions right now with who is that? You, me, Gabe, Joe, and Juice. That would take like 40 minutes. And no, I don't got it in me. I'll be honest.
Okay, so I mean, what was we gonna do about the game last night?
I was gonna skip it. I mean, I could ask y'all in your heart of hearts, did you really think that the Steelers was gonna win that game? I know you and me would have picked the Steelers, but Gabe, do you think the Steelers were gonna win last night?
Will Levis throwing interception like that? Yeah.
No. I'm
No.
talking about before the game started. Do you think the Steelers was gonna win?
Oh yeah.
Who were you picking?
I picked Steelers on that.
He been picking the Steelers a lot. I can believe
Yeah.
it. Joe, what about you?
Nah, I wouldn't have picked the Steelers.
If I ask Tisk and he can give me like an honest answer, I'll add that to the tally. Cause I know
Well,
I know you and Gabe would have picked the Steelers. Cause Gabe since last year believes in Mike Tomlin. So that's just what it's.
Well, look, he's one of us, so I got to support.
Oh my God! Okay.
You walked into that one.
I
G.
did.
You
I
walked-
did. I
you
threw
walked
it
in
out.
right into that.
I put it up right there by the rim, right? Yeah. I know.
I can't be having black on black crime, man.
You
Podcast.
you got one Bayama. That's what happened. That's our new thing.
Oh my goodness.
So Joe said you would have picked the. Dang, Joe, you would have picked the Titans.
I mean, probably just for kicks.
The Titans ain't got no players, though, man.
Everybody else was gonna be picking the Steelers. I probably would have picked the Titans.
With Will Levis, dang, you ain't got no respect for us, huh? That's why Green Bay doing the way they doing. That's why y'all suck, bro. Cause y'all just do too much. That's what it is.
It's just there's a level of disrespect that you put on my team's name that I don't bring to yours, but we're not gonna speak on that because it's the end of the show and we just need to move on. I just wanted to be known. Like, I'm not grimy like that. I don't do y'all like that. I have reasons for the way I pick things.
If I would have
but
won,
you just be talking reckless sometimes just because.
If I would have won that Super Bowl in 2010, bro, I probably wouldn't be talking to y'all like that neither. But you know what it is. It is what
Steelers
it is.
bias.
Oh yeah, hold on real quick before anybody go. Juice laptop died. She said that her closing statement is that she'll be there for longer next time and that she had fun listening.
Good to have you, Juice.
Who's
Nice
Juice?
little change up.
That's me.
Who? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Joe, get on my nerves. Joe, get on my nerves.
You've never heard her show, Gabe?
I have. No,
She has a show too, Gabe.
so why haven't I been invited to it? I'm not good enough.
She don't record.
I'm not.
That's why I don't know. I don't even know why he was bigging up her show because she doesn't record. Hasn't recorded in half a year, probably longer. She ain't recorded.
It don't matter. She still do a good show when she do one.
She got 5 episodes. I'm not trying to hear it. It can't even be good because it ain't consistent.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have my own opinion.
Yeah,
and it's good.
Wow.
Boom.
Okay. Wow.
Drop
okay.
the mic.
Wow. Well, ooh, drop the mic. Oh my god. Yeah, y'all make me sick, yo. Double M, what's your closing statements, though?
You know, I'm actually looking forward to the basketball season this year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Victor.
Victor finna win. Hey, I'm gonna say this, Double M. Y'all might win an in-season tournament. Cause that boy gonna be balling.
Oh, he getting rookie of the year.
Dude, he might get rookie of the year and defense of the year. Cause I'm looking at him like, this gotta be a joke. There ain't nowhere in the world this dude created this way. And when I saw him play against the Suns, you know, the first game, I was like, okay, it's just Kevin Durant. He did this against Booker and KD.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, I tell you what though, the best basketball play I've seen was the closing seconds of the first game they played the Suns when Keldon Johnson just took the ball from KD.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
He had the nerve to look stupid too.
Huh?
KD had the nerve to sit there and look stupid.
Yeah.
He got you, KD. He got you. Yeah, he got you. But Double M, y'all get some free agents this year. I'm telling you. Spurs literally go to a championship team next year. I'm telling you. And I'm not going to put it past y'all going deep this year. I'm really not, man. Because you got all these young players now, they're going to sit back and go, man, all I got to do is put up like 10, 15. This boy going to start cooking, putting up 30 plus. We play our defense. We play Popovich scheme. We going to win some games. And that's a real big confidence boost to beat KD and Booker. Could book that dude.
Yeah, you can't stop him. It's impossible. He too tall.
Like, how you block his jump shot? You can't block his jump shot.
Gotta block it on
You
the way.
can't. But
yeah, but he's smooth though.
He learned how not to bring the ball down. When he
that dude is smooth.
When he catch the ball, watch him play one time. Not the man. T. When he catches the ball, he don't drop it down. He keeps it up above him.
I feel you.
He's learned. Do not drop that ball down.
That joker step into threes. His three look as pretty as Steph Curry's.
Like, come on, y'all.
It does.
Come on,
it
bro.
does.
We can really
Dude.
give him a couple.
I
Pull
wouldn't
up-
say all
Give him
that.
a couple. Give
Pull
him a
up
couple.
it. Yes, it
Give him a
does.
couple more games, and we can talk about it next Wednesday when Tiz is here. Because Tiz is the basketball aficionado. We can really have that conversation. We can flush it out.
How
But
you
right now,
get that crap?
but right
You
now,
ain't
I'm
let us
really,
vote on that.
Come on,
And
bro.
I ain't voting on Ted to be no aficionado. I'm voting on myself to be the aficionado.
Bro,
every
your
day.
vote means nothing, bro. Who is you? Who are you?
I'm him. That's who I am.
Gabe, that's your pronouns.
I'm him.
Joe. Joe.
His
Gabe,
Imperial Majesty. I am him.
Gabe, them your pronouns, huh? You him.
Oh no. That's
Oh,
crazy.
my goodness. You know what? You talking about me. You get into that subject on podcast.
Yeah. You playing with fire yourself there, show host.
Joe, what's your closing statement so I can hit a stream?
You know I'm crazy, bro. I'm crazy with that. You know I'm crazy with that.
My closing statements are, I mean, let's let the season play out. Let's see what my team look like at the end of the season. That's when I'm gonna speak on it again. I ain't gonna speak on it till then. But OKC doing his thing. Victor is pretty crazy. I love to see it. And I'm excited for the NBA season. Can't wait for it to get started.
Wow.
Well, you know y'all getting a
He's just a
thumping
hater
next
at
week,
heart.
though,
He's
Joe.
just a hater at heart. You said what?
You know y'all getting a thumping next week.
Oh, we play the Spurs next week?
No, Green Bay play the Steelers next week.
I ain't gonna speak on it, Double M. I ain't gonna speak on
Yeah,
it.
don't say a word.
We'll-
Don't say a
We'll
word.
say that.
I don't say a word. I don't
I'll
say
say
a word.
so much I got what I deserve. Heard that. Gabe,
Yes, sir.
you got 15 seconds for a closing statement.
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi.
I'm gonna go
4
ahead.
Mississippi.
See, he's so smart. I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, snap.
server mute him. And my closing statement is podbean.com/sports talk, SPORTSTALK. Get your first month of podcast distribution for free. We are back, y'all. And I'm not just saying it. I'm for real. I'm so serious this time. We are back Wednesdays at 8 p.m. No matter who shows up. If I can get 2 to 3 people here, we will be live. We might have all 6 in here, including Juice. I appreciate y'all for listening. It's been a great time. Not incredible, not terrible, just relatable. Y'all have a good evening. Sports Talk Bike. Holla at y'all.